Hello Nexters. In today's video, we're going to look at how nxtedition can connect to and publish to social media channels, things like Facebook or TikTok, Instagram, things like that. So just to explain that a little bit, what we have is a connection, and a connection is a way that we can actually link to the API, and that's a two-way street. So you can either publish to or harvest from a particular kind of connection. So a connection could be like an FTP server, so you can publish to and harvest from an FTP connection, or a Samba drive, or an archive. But it could equally be, TikTok or Facebook or Instagram. Some connections are only one way. So like an RSS feed, you'll only be pulling in the RSS feed because you can't really publish to an RSS feed. But quite a lot of the connections are both two ways. So what I'm going to do now is demonstrate how that works by actually creating a publish to a TikTok account. And I'm first going to set up a connection to that TikTok account in the system. So if we jump to the desktop here, what you can see is in Next, there's this video that's playing here. Every video inside nxtedition has a publish menu, and that's what this button here does. And you can see here we've got download MP4, publish to Facebook. So a publish, for instance, could be downloading a transcoded version of the file. So we could transcode this to MP4 and then download it to our hard drive and use it for something. Or alternatively, we could publish it to Facebook. It'll actually do the transcode in the background when it publishes it to Facebook to the preset that we set for Facebook, which is the most optimal transcode format for Facebook, for instance. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a TikTok publish in there. So at the moment, it's just only download MP4 and publish to Facebook. So we're going to create a TikTok connection. So the first thing when we set this connection up, here's the plus menu. So all the new things I can make in next to here. And here is a connection. So I'm going to create that. And that will now give me a list of all of my connection possibilities. So there's email, Instagram files, so Samba files or archives, news API, pexels. You've got a lot of things in here, YouTube, WordPress. So I'm going to rename this. I'm going to call this nxtedition TikTok connection. And then I'm going to select TikTok from the list. And now what you can see is it comes up with not connected. So I'm going to click the connect button, and this should open up my browser. So what it's asking for here is to connect nxtedition account to authorize it to use the API. So I'm going to click authorize here and open nxtedition. And now what it's going to do is create the connection, and you can see now it says TikTok nxtedition account connected. Okay, so we get a little summary at the bottom there of what the TikTok account is about. So now we have an actual connected TikTok account inside the system. So the next thing we need to do is to create a publish to that TikTok. How do we actually, publish something? Because we need to set some parameters up around that. So I'm going to create what we call a master publish. So again, plus button here. And then down here, somewhere at the bottom here, we should have publish. So there's publish. I'm going to create a new publish. And now we get the same menu replicated. So I'm going to select TikTok from here, but I'm going to select, I've got two now because it recognizes that I've got the nxtedition TikTok connection here. So I'm actually going to select that one. And you can see now we've got a TikTok post. It's in a draft mode. It's going to post to nxtedition. It's going to be public. And I've got some advanced options here. So this is where I could select my render presets, for instance. So it comes with a default that's optimized for TikTok, but you could also add, a different kind of render preset if you like. Next thing I want to do here is add my media, but I don't, because what I want to do is create a master from this for my TikTok post. Okay, so this is my new publish. So I'm going to rename my new publish to TikTok like that. And I'm going to go down my general panel here. And in my general panel, if I slide this up a little, we have a number of preset tags here. One is an nxt-publish. So that means if I click that on, it will add the tag nxt-publish, which will put it into that actual menu that drops down. So just by clicking that tag, it automatically adds it to every single video's publish menu. Now, what I want to do also is, because this is effectively the master, I want to hide it. So I'm going to click NXT hidden, and that will hide it from the search. So I don't know if you can see that. As soon as I click it, here's the publish to TikTok here. So everyone can see this and edit this, and we don't want that. So if I click next hidden, it just disappears. I could also probably, actually, for safety's sake, if I was an admin, do exactly the same for the connection. So now the users can't see that apart from the admin users. So now I've created this NXT master publish here. So the next thing I need to do is get some video. So one of the things everybody likes to publish onto TikTok is videos of cats, right? So what I use is I'll use the virtual assets to use pixels. So you can see, actually, if I go to the root of the search here, I have a little button up here that says NXT. So I'm searching the whole of the system, the NXT system here. However, if I click on pixels here, it changes the root domain to pixels. So now I'm searching this free open source library of video and stills. So I'm going to search in here for cats. And I've loaded nothing inside Next. I'm just literally looking around pixels, viewing it through the API. So we want to find like a funny cat. This cat looks kind of funny. So if I double click on it, we will get the proxy from pixels. So again, I haven't downloaded anything yet. We just see these two cats. They're not very interesting. Let's take this pet cat on the brick tile instead. That's a bit more interesting. Right, so if I've got the thing I want, I click the harvest button, and now we'll pull the high res from pixels and bring it straight back down into nxtedition. So here it comes in now. So here's the file. So what we're going to do now is we've got to crop this to be 9:16, obviously, because it needs to be 9:16 for TikTok. And also, you know, I want it to be a bit more interesting than this. So we're going to just take it from where the cat's head moves there. There. Okay, so I set an in point, and I'm going to trim it, because obviously I need to keep the duration down a little bit because it's currently 7 seconds. There we are. That's very TikTok-y. And then what I do is click the crop tool here, and I'm going to select vertical, and I just move that over here so that we get the cat inside that. Let's have a look. Looks good. Okay, so then I'm going to save that. So now I have a vertical video of the cat sitting here like this. And obviously now I've set the publish up in here. I've got publish to TikTok here in my publish menu now. So I'm going to click that. And what that will do is take the master, and then it will add to the master the actual clip that I just published and create a new publish. And that's what you see over here. This is actually a new publish of the pet cat. Okay. Now, a couple of things about TikTok to be aware of is that TikTok doesn't allow you to publish publicly. It'll actually publish into the back end of TikTok, and then you have to publish it publicly from there. So you actually have to go into the app and publish it. But we'll go through that as you see. So now we've got all of this right. That's all perfect. So I'll hit publish. Okay, so now it's saying that my cat here is published. So I get a little green tick here on my tile. And it's been, obviously we flag that there's no modifications allowed because of the API. We can't actually modify it or unpublish through the API. So you have to do that in the app, unfortunately. But it has published it to the back end of the app. So here in my TikTok, if I go to my inbox here, it will tell me system notifications, TikTok platform, your video is ready. So if I open this up, it says here, your video is ready, view more. So if I open this up, here we can see, here is our cat. So of course, then in TikTok here, we can say cat's rule or something. So you can do all the TikTok-y stuff in the back end here, even though the clip has been published to there. Now maybe we should put a cat sticker on. Yeah, rock and roll cat. So, yeah. And then we go, I don't know, you can put it in your story, you could publish it, whatever. So in this case, I've just put it onto our story, and then we have published it to TikTok. So there we go. Straight onto TikTok on my device. No problem at all. The cat's rule and the things that I've added are on there as well. So if you're really interested in what's happening with social media, you can actually check out this video. It's all about how Next can publish to social and how we can actually leverage the power of the social media with a two-way conversation. So you get a bit more information from there.